Hi Libra. This is your Taurus New Moon Tarot spread. The Taurus New Moon is happening in your 8th house. So it's going to be around sex, death, and don't worry, not literal death, like death and then rebirth, and other people's money. Also, like secrets. The 8th house is the house of the spy. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh, the Ace of Wands for your New Moon Tarot is the bottom of the deck. So there's a big fat yes somewhere in your life. You've been looking for an answer, and this is it. All right. So let's look. Oh, so we double check that they're all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great. Each card represents a house in your astrological chart, and each house represents an area of your life. So by the time we're done with the reading, we'll have covered basically your entire life for the new moon. And then again, the new moon is happening in your 8th house, but we're also going to look at other areas of your life as well, because they're still active. It's not just what's happening in your 8th house. So we have the center card that represents you, 3 of Cups. So in some ways, Libra, you love a good party, but the party is kind of over right now. It's time to get really serious about something. And that doesn't mean no more fun. It just means that you're approaching things with a new seriousness. All right. So we have your 1st house. Your 1st house is your personality, your personal style, and your waking life. We have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. You may be not feeling very abundant right now, Libra. Something is blocking your abundance and the harmony that you want to feel. There is a direction that you can go to feel more abundant, and that basically is the direction I want you to go in. It may be something you haven't tried before, you're a little wary, but give it a go. At this point, you just want to be doing things that make you feel abundant. All right. And then speaking of abundance, we're going into the 2nd house. The 2nd house is all about money, self-worth, and what you value. 9 of Wands. So maybe to feel more abundant, you need to make an ending. It's going to be hard, though, because it's around something that you're very passionate about. Or maybe once were passionate about, and you've held on to it for too long. You need to not look back. You need to cut it off now so that you can make space for this new abundant beginning that's waiting for you. All right, 3rd house. All about communication and information gathering. We have the Queen of Cups. So you're really following your heart, following your emotions. You're letting people know how you really feel. And then you're going back to your throne and you're sitting there and you let them make the next move. So see who comes to your throne. See who wants to go on this new emotional journey with you. It'll be good for them. It'll end up, it's going to be abundant for you, and therefore it's going to be abundant for them if they decide to join you. All right, fourth house is about your home, what grounds you, your family. There's been a recent heartbreak, and it's something that you knew had to happen. Maybe you're leaving home for the first time. Maybe your home has come apart, the home that you know, and you kind of just want to cuddle up in a cave and not come out. When with the new moon energy, it's really important to put on a brave face, cover your heart, protect your heart, and come out of the cave. Good things are waiting for you outside of the cave. Shown here in the Two of Pentacles for the fifth house. The fifth house is about having a good time, love affairs, and creativity. With the Two of Pentacles, it is time to make a decision. It might be a decision about money or abundance, but it's a decision that you have to make in your waking life. It might be you trying to decide between two lovers, about following your creative path versus doing what you've been doing, the same old, same old. Really take some time to look at both, but then decide. And you'll have great clarity. You'll feel so much better walking in the sun once you decide. We have our sixth house, the house of daily rituals, the house of your health and your pets, and the Knave of Cups. So even though you're getting back down to business, the party is over, I still want you to have fun in the day-to-day activities. So you might not be going to all of the parties and all the social events that you had been going to, but you can find fun in the details. Really have your heart on your sleeve when it comes to your daily matters. Go towards what you think is fun. All right, we have our seventh house, the house of marriage, partnership, love. This is the house that your sign naturally lives in. And this is why, Libra, you love love. We have the Seven of Wands. With this new moon cycle, you are learning a lesson of passion. So surrender, let it come in. It's better than going kicking and screaming. But there's a lesson when it comes to love and passion and being fiery that is waiting for you with this new moon. Okay. So we come to the eighth house, the house of sex, death, secrets, other people's money. This is where the new moon is happening in your chart. And we have justice reversed. Libra, sometimes when you've been wronged, when someone gets away with something, when you are doing more of the work than everyone else involved, you gloss over it. You let it happen for the good of the group. For you, the good of the group is very important. You always want to keep the harmony and balance. With this new moon, though, I want you to think about some places where you've been wronged. Not to make you the victim, but just, give it to me straight. What recently has happened and it was not okay? I want you to throw down some wrath with those people. Because if you don't do it now, it's going to keep on happening, and that's going to impede you from getting what you really want. And it can be as simple as just saying, no, I can't do that for you. That's really hard for you, Libra. But if there's a moment when someone is asking you for something and it's making your skin crawl, I want you just to simply say, no, I can't do that for you. I can't do that for you at this moment. And you'll watch the demons recoil back into the woods. It's amazing how quickly it happens. It's just, no, I can't do that for you. So that is your task for this Taurus new moon. And you'll see how quickly things clear up and lots of paths are made available to you. All right, we have the 9th house, the house of philosophy, world travel, adventure, and we have the 5 of Cups. Some options have just not worked out. They're no longer options. They've been closed off to you. And you're feeling kind of shook up about this. But let this just be water under the bridge, and know that there are other options that you hadn't even thought about. I think this will involve when you say no to some certain people, you'll feel like, oh my God, some doors have closed. And all you need to do is turn around and see what's waiting for you, because there are always other options. Okay. So with your 10th house, your house of career, we have the 8 of Cups reversed. Maybe there was a trip you thought you were going on, and then you were like, oh, you know what? I don't want to go to that conference. I don't want to go on that journey. Oh, if I take that promotion, it's going to mean so much more work for not that much of a pay raise and a lot more responsibility. So just really think hard before you go on the journey. It also might be a journey that you are stalling, that next level of your work, of your business, that will really, have you working, in the setting exactly where you want to be, and you're kind of stalling for some reason, because the journey, it looks scary and unknown. And so you need to make the decision to go on the journey. So either the options that are presented to you in the next step are just not enticing, and you're like, I know I'm supposed to take the promotion, but I don't really like, what this, this manager level, it's about scheduling people. It's not about like working with people. Or, you've been meaning to leave the career you're currently in for a new career. And you're like, but this is going to be a really scary journey. And so you haven't done it. Well, you know what? Do it during the new moon. Because it's dark. You can really see the stars. Let the stars guide you. And people won't even notice that you've slipped away. All right. We have the 11th house. The 11th house is about organizations that you belong to, your groups of friends, your visions, and your hopes and dreams. And we have the Queen of Swords. Be really assertive with your communication. And basically what I want you to do is speak your piece and then go back to your throne. We were talking about this with the Queen of Cups. So again, same idea. Throw some daggers, throw some verbal daggers, throw it down, go back to your throne and wait. And don't even really wait, just go back to your throne and continue being queen. And this is how you're going to get your hopes and desires met. There may be some people in some groups that you hang out with and you need to say a few words. And you don't really care what they have to say next. You just had to speak your piece. And then you go back to your throne and you continue being queen. Very good. All right, and then finally we have 12th house. The 12th house is about spirituality. It's about psychic energy. It's about what you're afraid of. And we have the Knight of Swords reversed. So you may be afraid, again, to say no, to say what needs to be said, to end the party in some ways. But you'll feel a lot better when you do. You may need to take a moment of meditation to really think about what you want to say. Let the words rise within you. But then it's time to charge. I have a feeling that you will be happy that you did, Libra. All right. So the party may be over, but in a weird way, it actually might be more fun that way.